today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
This defense for the Bears much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gives. Here comes Cohen. Dances by him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Rolling to his right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And down on the field, Jimmy Graham. This is and hope it's not the knee again. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And,
in game, no matter what, he understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And off comes to Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A run for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A nice throw there by Mayfield. A guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between.
Even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Charles, a look there at the Bears draft class for 2021. A lot of guys there that will wind up contributors. I think you agree with that. But this draft, ultimately, it's going to come down to one question. Was Justin Fields the right choice or not?
And a bold move the Bears made, moving up from number 20 to number 11 to get him. Not a huge jump, but still a striking play by them. And definitely a splashy pick for this team. And they have to hit a home run at the quarterback position. Only one other draft pick on day 2, and that was Tevin Jenkins, the big offensive tackle from Oklahoma State.
Goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Montgomery. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage. Now Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. A give. This is Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Fields on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018. Moves in great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is ball on the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 2, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And that would complete once again to Higgins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now a 2nd down and 6. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime with a visiting Bear. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st down, Herbert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On play action, Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. A give. This is Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A give running right is Chubb. Red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Now he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Herbert, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Signed in the offseason, Jadeveon Clowney. Everywhere he goes, people expect to see what we just saw. Him chasing quarterbacks and putting them on the deck. He's been around in this league a number of different places, but in each spot, the expectation is that he may get double-digit sacks.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On 2nd and inches, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pass complete to Chubb. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mayfield to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down 21-20, 37 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run on first down. Herbert, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On third down, Herbert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Bears, it's back-to-back victory.